What goes into making a ball that gets used at the World Cup? How does it get tested and approved? There's quite a lot of stuff you probably wouldn't know. Here are 5 things that go into making this precisely engineered object. A football must be almost perfectly spherical. So it's measured at 16 points around the ball. And for FIFA Quality Pro certification, all of the measurements need to be within 1.5% of the average. Even a tiny deviation from a perfect sphere affects how the ball flies through the air. The Jabulani ball of 2010 was notorious because its precise sphericity caused erratic flight in the air that the footballers had never encountered before. Multi-point dimensional inspection is critical for quality manufacturing. Think about the heavy leather balls from the 1960s when they get waterlogged. They'd change their behaviour during the game. They'd change how they bounce, how they fly through the air. All of these variables would be fundamentally unfair. The quality inspection on these sorts of balls ensure that it's exactly the same in the 90th minute of the World Cup as it is on the training pitch. To ensure it can withstand all of these things, the ball is blasted against a steel plate over 2,000 times to ensure that it retains its shape and pressure. And it's also soaked in water to ensure it can't gain more than 10% of its own weight. And these kind of tests are all created to ensure that it can withstand things far greater than you'd expect to find on a football pitch. So remember, the next time you see a ball go in, how much measurement, testing, and precision engineering goes into the ball to make that happen. Subscribe for all things measurement.